It was going to happen at some point. If you didn't watch this last card, the Diego Lopez versus John Silva this last weekend, John Silva got TKO'd. And this is officially the end of an era, I believe. They're not retired, but they're not undefeated anymore. And it was originally, Carlos Prates lost. One of them finally lost. And some of the hype kind of went away. And then Caio Bajallo fights Nasruddin Imavov. He loses. And then John Silva this last weekend loses again. And Mauricio Ruffy as well. Did I even mention that? Mauricio Ruffy gets choked out by Benoit Saint-Denis. The hype train has been derailed, which is kind of unfortunate.
But he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he ain't gonna do it himself on feet, baby.
There's something wrong with him. That's not human, man. He's not regular, man.
But I actually...
At least for me, I enjoyed watching the Fighting Nerds. I liked the whole hype scene around it. They were getting highlight reels. If you didn't like watching the highlight reels, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. That's like the best part of the sport. If you didn't like these guys for their like personality and their character, I get that, but I don't know. I like the clips that they produced. Now we're here. They've all been taken out. First of all, I wanted to talk about the John Silva fight. So round one, John Silva goes for a spinning attack, I believe, and Diego Lopez pounces on it and grabs a body lock, takes him down, and gets mount immediately. And he's landing 12-6 elbows. He's beating the shit out of him. But John Silva's like smiling from the bottom. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's psychotic. And then they get to the feet, and John Silva is lighting Diego Lopez up. He's landing front kicks. He's landing spinning attacks. He's landing 1-2s down the pipe. Like he's landing like front kicks up high. Like he's landing multiple front kicks to the face clean. He's landing brutal 1-2s. Diego's wobbling every time he gets hit. Round ends. Second round starts. More of the same. John Silva is beating the out of Diego Lopez. John Silva starts to turn up the heat a little bit, throws the game plan out the window. He goes for a finish. You can see he just starts unloading, emptying the gas tank. Diego Lopez gets a sliver of space, turns, fires a spinning elbow, clips John Silva upside the temple, puts him down. Could have been an early stoppage. Debatable, but I'm not mad at it. I think it might have been a little bit early, but who cares, honestly. Incredible from Diego Lopez, because it was not going well from where that was. Great win. Incredible fight. I mean, it should be up for fight of the year at the end of the year, and it was literally like a round and a half. It was pure chaos the whole time. I wouldn't be mad if they ran it back in the future, but as far as what goes next for these guys, that's what I wanted to talk about. Incredible fight, by the way. You guys can let me know down in the comments below what you thought about that fight, if anything surprised you, and what you think about the, Diego Lopez, who he should get next, who John Silva should get next. I'm going to be going through what I think should be next for these guys after their whole careers have kind of been derailed. I'm going to start out with John Silva. I believe he was ranked at like 10, so you could give him like an Arnold Allen. I think that would be a war. I think you go Arnold Allen, or you go like Brian Ortega, someone in the lower top 10. I think that's where you go, or you could go like Aljo, but I think Aljo wants to keep fighting up the division because I think he wants to fight for the title. I think that you go Arnold Allen versus John Silva. Arnold Allen hasn't fought since like June of last year. I don't know. I think that makes sense. Have him fight in like January or something like that. That might be too soon. Maybe February or something. I think that could work. Arnold Allen's been out for a while. Brian Ortega doesn't want to fight anymore. It's pretty obvious. He has weight issues. He's not like animated in the build up to the fight. In the fight, he looks like he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like standing there not throwing. Like, dude, you're getting paid for this, man. You're getting paid double, actually, if you win, believe it or not. I don't know if you know that's how that works, Brian. You win the fight, you get paid more, dumbass. But, yeah. As far as Mauricio Ruffy goes, I would love to see him fight Nazim Sadikov. I think that would be sick. The problem that Mauricio Ruffy has is, originally it was like, oh, his cardio's not very good. He can defend takedowns, but his cardio sucks. That's not the issue. The issue is that he doesn't know what to do when he starts moving backwards and a guy's swarming him. He does not know what to do. He needs space to get his shots off. And when Benoit is just walking forward and there's no opening that's being presented other than him shooting a double leg, Mauricio Ruffy doesn't know what to do. So he's gonna have to work on that. I don't know how he's gonna go about doing that, but because his whole fight style is based around having space and working off these huge movements. We'll see how he improves upon that, I guess. But I would love to see him fight Nazim Sadikov. Or like another big guy would be like Manuel Torres. Like one of these guys outside the rankings who should be in the rankings, or maybe like Fares Ziam. One of these like lightweights who's teetering on being in that 15 spot. If you put on a war there, I think it would be sick. There is still like notoriety behind these guys' names, even though they have lost their last like however many fights, other than Carlos Prates, obviously. There is still a lot of hype behind him. Strike while the iron's hot, you know? So yeah, that's what I would like to see for Ruffy. I'd like to see either Fares Ziam, Nazim Sadikov, or Manuel Torres. I think those would all be sick fights. Or like Esteban Ribovic. Could you imagine? Oh my god, that would be so sick. Prates is obviously fighting Leon Edwards, which I'm pretty sure Leon Edwards is going to get colded in that fight, which you guys are going to have to wait for my prediction for, by the way. I'm not just going to give you a full analysis on what I see. And I had the John Silva fight basically called perfectly. I was like, dude, if it stays standing, John Silva's going to him up, and he was. And then obviously the Hail Mary, which was just crazy. But for Caio Borralho, dude, I think he should fight Dricus. I mean, you can fight Dricus or like Izzy, maybe. I think Izzy's supposed to be, isn't he like rumored to be fighting somebody soon? Caio versus Izzy, Caio versus Dricus, Caio versus the loser of RDR and Anthony Hernandez. I think that there is just like this threshold that you have at middleweight where it's like the top 6 or 7. The top 6 or 7 are on another level based. It's kind of like heavyweight almost. Like the guys in heavyweight who are in the top 7 are really good. And then the 8 through 15, blow cock. It's the same thing with middleweight. If you give Caio a Marvin Vittori or like a Gregory Rodriguez, he's gonna run through them, and it's not gonna be fun to watch, and it's gonna be a waste of a fight night card. So leave him up there, let him fight someone that's up at the top of the division still. And again, he has name value, so use it. And then yeah, Carlos Prates is gonna knock out Leon Edwards, and then he'll probably fight a title eliminator because the UFC they love Carlos Prates. The fighting nerds, man, they got taken down, and Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, man, he's next. He's undefeated too. I mean, you know, his undefeated streak is gonna be over now. I never thought I'd see the day that Mikhail Oleksiejczuk lost. But yeah, anyways, that's all I got for you. You guys can let me know what you think about the Fighting Nerds downfall in the comments below. If you are new to the channel, we have been growing decently. More than we have before. Not very much, but we've been growing, and that's a good thing. So, if you are new, like and subscribe, and I appreciate you. I will see you in the next one. Peace.